In this month of December, as we contemplate how we might become a people who honor the mystery of life amongst us and within us, and as Unitarian Universalists honoring all of the many holidays of light that fall in midwinter, here's a question. Why is it so many of the stories that come this time of year feature the transforming power of the human heart's intention, and more specifically, the power of an innocent child heart's intention? How is it we come to speak of sincere and simple gifts? It's a lesson you'd think we'd learned by now. After all the tellings year upon year upon year, it's not that we don't know it already. It's that we can't seem to remember that we know it already. In our very bones, we know it already. But the vagaries of life on earth distract us till each year this season comes around to remind us again. And each year we promise we will not forget, and each year we do, and come back to this time and remember again. This time that promises to teach us and to lead us and to help us once more answer that yearning within us to return to that child heart that can offer gifts from our hearts to one another and to the world and to the mystery, freely, purely, once more. And so it is this morning that our young'uns bring the lesson.
A long time ago, in a small village high up in the mountains of Mexico, lived a little girl named Lucida. She lived with her mama, her papa, and her younger brothers and sisters, Paco, Lupe, and Miguel, and her burro. Lucida helped her papa by bringing fresh straw to their burro each evening. She helped her mama clean their casita, because now there was straw, and make tortillas. And she helped to care for Paco and Lupe and Miguel. One day close to Christmas, La Navidad, Padre Alvarez came to their casita.
Senora Martinez, I am here to ask you about the blanket. Senora Martinez, buenos dias. I am here to ask you about the blanket which covers the baby Jesus in the Christmas procession. We have used the same one for so many years, it may be worn out. Since your weaving is so fine, I have come to ask you if you would make a new one. We promise I will help honored and Lucida will help me.
Lucida and Mama went to the market. Lucida and Mama went to the market and chose the finest yarn. At home, Lucida helped Mama dye the wool the colors of the rainbow.
Those colors will shine throughout the church. Like a beautiful rainbow. I love it. Too.
As Christmas drew closer, everyone in the village was busy. All the mamas were making gifts to place at the manger of the baby Jesus in the church. The papas worked together, putting up the manger scene in San Gabriel. That evening, Lucida walked to town to hear the older children practice their singing for the Christmas Eve procession, when everyone would walk to San Gabriel bringing their gifts to the baby Jesus.
Esta noche es noche buena, noche de comer con ellos, noche de luna, noche de estrellas para los niños huevos. Tonight is Christmas Eve, a good night to eat con ellos. Night with the big moon, night with the bright stars, night for all the children. Esta noche es buena, noche de comer con ellos, noche de luna, noche de estrella para los niños huevos.
Our gift will be the blanket for the baby Jesus. I'm helping Mama weave it.
Suddenly, Senora Gomez, Lucida's neighbor, came hurrying into the church.
Lucida, you must come home. Your mama is sick and your papa has taken her down to town to see the doctor. You must take care of your brothers and sisters and you must take care of your brothers and sisters and until Papa returns tonight.
Lucida was frightened. Mama had never been sick before. When she got home, Paco and Lupe were crying. They were frightened too, as was Miguel. Lucida tried to comfort them. Soon Papa came home looking tired and worried.
Lucida, mi niña, your mama is ill. Your aunt, Tia Carmen, will take care of her until she is well.
Okay, I forgot. But I must go back.
But I must go back and
Stay
stay with mama until I
can bring her.
until I can bring her home. But it must be until after Christmas. Senora Gomez will take care of you and Paco Lupe, and Miguel while I'm gone.
Lucida looked at the yarn with sadness.
Baby Jesus will not have a blanket for the procession. I must finish it myself.
But when she sat down to weave, the yarn got tangled. The more she tried to untangle it, the worse it got. It was no use. She could never finish it by herself. Senora Gomez took one look at it and said,
Oh, Lucia, it is so tangled. There is no time for me to fix it. Tomorrow is Christmas. Christmas Eve.
Lucida started to cry. It was her fault the blanket was ruined. Her family wouldn't have a gift for the baby. In her heart, she felt she had ruined La Noche Buena.
Come, children. It is time for the procession. Where is Lucida?
It was now Christmas Eve. Lucida was nowhere to be found. She was hiding in shame. From the shadows, Lucida watched everyone gather for the procession. The candles were lit, the singing began, and the villagers walked to San Gabriel carrying gifts to place at the manger. Suddenly, an old man appeared from the shadows.
Little girl, are you Lucida? Si. I have a message for you. Your mama is going to be fine. And your papa will bring her home soon, so don't worry. Go now into the church and celebrate Christmas with the others. Your brothers and sister are waiting for you. But I can't. I don't have a gift for the baby Jesus. Oh, Lucida, any gift is beautiful because it is given. Whatever you give, the baby Jesus will love because it comes from you. But what can I give now? Will these be all right?
Lucida walked into the church. She placed the green weeds around the manger, then lowered her head in prayer. The people gathered around in disbelief that she would give weeds to the baby Jesus. A hush fell over the church. Then suddenly, voices began to whisper, Look at the weeds." Lucida opened her eyes and looked up. Where weeds had once been, beautiful red stars now shone. When everyone went outside into the village, all the clumps of tall green weeds throughout the town were now shining with red stars. Lucida's simple gift had indeed become beautiful. And every Christmas to this day, the red stars shine on top of green branches in Mexico. The people call the plants La Flor de la Noche Buena, the flower of the holy night.
Another round for all of our youngins and for all of the teachers and for parents. Acknowledging the miracle of just getting them to walk in a line together. Y'all are amazing. It was awesome. Let's celebrate by singing together Deck the Halls with Boughs of Holly. Please rise in body or in spirit.